Feeling very lethargic up here. It's really very difficult to do anything. All you want to do is lie down, even that's hard work. You really need to motivate yourself. You've got to have severe discipline in order to even just get by up here.
He speaks from the death zone, high on Everest. He is alone, filming himself, a camera between his upraised knees.
This evening around 9 p.m, I'm going to try and set off for the summit.
The summit is still some 3,000 feet above him. The sea, where his climb began, some 26,000 feet below. He is near the end of a long, long road. On Earth's flattest continent, he trains for towering mountains. In sweltering heat, he steels himself for snow. From this unlikely place, this gold mining region of Australia's west, comes this unlikely giant of the mountain world. Tim McCartney-Snape, world-class mountaineer. Already he's climbed a hard route on Everest. Now he plans to return.
Ever since I was a boy, I've loved being in nature, climbing hills. So that first climb of Everest was a glorious experience. But I couldn't help feeling that there was something more to do. After all, Everest's height is measured from sea level. So to really climb Everest, I'd have to climb from sea level.
Ahead of him now, that ultimate climb, that ultimate journey. Across great lands, great rivers, through every layer of our world. His quest to be the first to fully climb Mount Everest. The foot of Everest. A place called Ganga Sagar on India's Bay of Bengal. A sacred place where the river Ganges, fed by the snows of Everest, merges with the ocean.
Well, this is the real foot of Everest. It seems like the logical place to start. The last time I reached the summit, I was driven to 16,000 feet, so I started climbing more than halfway up the mountain. This time I want to experience the whole mountain.
(29,108 feet to climb. A gradual climb through India, then the upper slopes. The longest, highest climb that's ever been attempted.
First, there's 400 miles of India to get through. One thing's for sure, I've really got to take care. Steer clear of everything, from 10-ton trucks to the tiniest germ. Somehow avoid dog bite, dysentery, malaria, everything really. Luckily, I brought my own doctor, Dr. Ann Ward.
Hello.
Best of all, she's my wife.
It's extraordinary. Just days ago, I was worlds away working as a flying doctor in Australia's outback, a region so sparse and remote that I had to fly from patient to patient. It'll take some getting used to, coming from the least crowded of lands to the most crowded. But Tim and I haven't been married long, and I really want to share as much of the climb as I can with him. I just hope I can keep up with him.
Gee, those trucks. This could be the most dangerous part of the climb. Imagine my epitaph. Here lies Tim, hit by a truck whilst climbing Everest.
Careful, Tim.
Oh, we'll not see you too long. The vultures are looking at us, I think. Like a drink?
The vulture's a bit of a worry. You get a lot of nourishment from the Indian Road.
Squashed animals, mostly.
More than 40,000 people die on India's roads each year as well. It's hard to believe that this road leads to snow and ice. It's a big mountain. I've just got to take it day by day. 25 miles a day.
So much is happening. Something different everywhere you look. You need 10 pairs of eyes just to take it all in. Gosh, it's such a productive land. Everywhere you feel this tremendous energy, this urgency. It's half the size of the United States, yet it manages to feed 4 times the US population every day.
Population's doubled in the last 40 years. Food production's managed to keep pace. The trouble is, it's almost reached its limit.
The birth rate here is staggering. 1 new baby every second. Each year, 20 million more. That's incredible.
The population's rapidly approaching 1 billion. In 50 years at this rate, it'll be 2 billion. Where are we all heading? Three days from the sea now, we've reached the giddy height of 20 feet. Calcutta.
That thing hit me.
It's amazing, Calcutta. For decades now, they've called it a dying city. But it simply refuses to die. The human spirit's just so strong, so tenacious. I can't believe the pollution here. Only 20 feet above sea level, and I'm already having breathing problems.
Tim's lungs work really well at high altitude. He's got an amazing lung capacity. But with his air pollution, he's really quite prone to lung infections.
I wonder if I'm doing the right thing. Trying to do the whole climb with that bottle of oxygen. I sure could do with some now. So this is how you breathe in Calcutta.
The Maidan, a 600-acre breathing hole in the heart of the city, the lungs of Calcutta.
I'll show you one thing. You ever have like this? Much easier.